Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jason, and I am currently at the trailhead to Bear Mountain in Connecticut. And snow on the ground, snowing a little bit here. 25 degrees down here, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be a low of 19, but then a wind chill of probably around 14 or so. We'll see how that goes. But excited to do this. What I'm going to do is go up the Bear Mountain trailhead to the Paradise Trail, which is about a mile up, cut across that, which is 2.5, I believe, over to the Sages Ravine area, and then bang a left over to the what's supposedly the most difficult part of Bear Mountain, the backside of it. And I've been there multiple times. It is. Haven't been there with this much snow. Actually, I have been there with this much snow. And a lot of ice. And one of my other previous videos before I started making real YouTube videos is a failed attempt to go up that ice. So check that out if you want. But gonna pack up. My pack's in the truck now. Put that on, head out on the trail, go up Bear Mountain, go over to the Riga shelter, and special guest for my last video, Teddy, supposed to be meeting him there. He stayed out last night at the Brassy Brook shelter. So that'll be cool to see him and spend the night up there with him. And then it's about a 4-mile trek back out in the morning. Overall, it's going to be about a 10-mile hike. So, 2 days, 1 night, and see how that goes. So see you out on the trail. All right, onward to go. There's a kiosk. 1 mile push up to Paradise Trailhead, which is going to go to the I'm going to go across the bottom of Bear Mountain to get me over to the north side, and then from there we're going to go up Bear Mountain across over to Riga. So look at this, how beautiful it is in here with the snow. Heck yeah, should be a great time. I think the snow's supposed to last like this, there's flurries, until around 3 o'clock or so. May get a little bit windy tonight. That's kind of gave me a little concern, hanging from a hammock with the trees and the wind blowing, but I've been to this shelter multiple times, and the trees are pretty healthy there, so we'll bring you along as there's more sights. Starting to gain some elevation now. Try not to sweat too much. So I got to stop frequently. Some mountains up there. Actually, that's about the area that the Riga shelter is going to be at. But we're going off to the right for a ways. Straight that way. How beautiful in here. All right, it's time to take off a layer of clothes. Being too hot. Don't want to be sweating. Whew. My raincoat doesn't allow any air to go through. I don't want all my clothes to be soaked. And I want this for camp. It already feels a little damp. So I'm not going to be doing that. About 3/4 of the way to Paradise Trail. All right. Flurrying, so I want to cover up as best I can what's in here. All right. Already much better. Glass is fogging up too. Just trying to maintain a slow, steady pace. Doesn't matter really how slow you go. You work up a sweat. At least I do. I run hot. So we'll see you up there. We're walking alongside this creek down here. It's flowing. If you needed water, which I have water purification tabs for later. I didn't want to bring my Sawyer. Have it freeze. So it'll be my first time using water purification tablets on a trip. Iodine. And upwards we continue. All right, well, 45 minutes it took me to get to the trail junction of Paradise Lane Trail, which is somewhere back there, right? There it is. And the Appalachian Trail is 0.9 of a mile that way. But I am gonna be hanging right here, 2.1 miles over to where I'm gonna merge with the Appalachian Trail and go up the backside of Bear. So hang with me. Let's do this. Forgot to mention, I'm at the point now where tomorrow, like everything now is gonna be new. Tomorrow, I have to repeat what I just did to get back down to the truck. Makes kind of like a lollipop loop. Well, we are getting there. That right there is Bear Mountain. That's the ultimate goal. Climb it up from this side, going up and around over to camp. But our destination is to get to like somewhere around there, hit the AT and start climbing. Making good progress, so this part of the trail is pretty flat. It won't be when we get over there though. A little view area off the trail. So I was peeking out Bear Mountain. Eventually we'll get there. Jeez. This is a pretty area though. Well, damn, I just fell leaving that scenic area. I'm all right, thankfully, but I stepped on a rock and went down. What am I doing here? right down in here. Thankfully, it's all like plant life, vegetation, nothing hard. So came out of that one unscathed, but I had to take my pack off and gather myself for a second here. You know, can't see under the snow, tripped on the rock, but could have been worse. So, gotta be careful because I know Bear Mountain's coming up next, and that is steep. So, just taking a quick break, gonna have some water, and continue on. All right. Okay, I made it to the intersection, officially on the Appalachian Trail, Sages Ravine. We'll continue down that way, but we are gonna go up and tackle Bear Mountain. I'm not sure, did it say how far Bear Mountain is? No, see the sign just says Bear Mountain. So, on the Appalachian Trail, one of my favorite places to be. Connecticut, Massachusetts, kind of my stopping ground. Getting into New York a little bit now too. Done some New Hampshire hiking in the Whites. But yeah, let's go get Bear Mountain. Okay, here's the first part, the ascent up Bear Mountain. No way the camera does it justice. But it goes up there, straight up, around a bunch of corners, and just keeps continuing for at least half a mile, might be even further. So while it's safe, I will bring you along. But it's really hard to see any kind of rocks. Looks like somebody tried to do this yesterday, so you kind of follow their path. Oh, little slick, Jay. And I dropped my tripod. Oh, let me grab that. Well, grabbed my tripod and realized way more difficult to film on certain sections of this uphill. Just gnarly with all the rocks that you cannot really see. You place your foot and you slip. And you don't want to slip going down this hill. This part isn't so severe. But I think I'll bring you back when I get up. Boy, fun, but wow. Making my way. Lake out there. Should be able to see that from on top of Bear. It's starting to flurry a bit more. Upwards we go. I do not recommend doing this in the wintertime, especially without spikes. I tried coming up right there. Man, I was sliding and I was about to slide all the way down. Threw my checker poles up here because I was going to go around, and I'm like, damn, I need my trekker poles. So I kind of made a path going across the mountain here. Right there, holding on to all those bushes just so I wouldn't slide down the cliff face there. Came over here. Oh man. Scary as shit. And I still got to get up that. Oh, good Lord. Man, my heart is pounding. I had to gather myself then. Keep going. I am literally my hands and knees trying to get up this mountain. I am slightly off trail to the right. It seems like there's more bushes in here to grab onto because it's a sheet of ice going up the rocks underneath snow, so you can't even see it. Holy crap. This is not recommended. And I will never be doing this again in the wintertime. I'm getting there, I'm getting close, but holy crap. Well, I made it. Bear Mountain elevation 2316. Oh, holy heart pounding. I mean, I've done that in the summertime and stuff, and it's still hard, but there's ice, oh, snow. Oh man, rough. This is the kind of the platform area to Bear Mountain's lookout. They say there's a plaque right here that says "Be good." I'm actually just gonna leave it there. But underneath that says it's the tallest peak in Connecticut, which factually is not correct. There's one on the Massachusetts border that's still Connecticut. That is, I think it's called Mount Washington actually, or Washington Mountain. That is the true tallest part of Connecticut, tallest mountain in Connecticut. But I'm gonna take my pack off, go up here, and I'll show you the view. I actually hear people coming from where I came from. They did it as well. Here's the view. That's Mount Everett out there, Mount Race. I frequent that area too, camping. Here's the view from top of Bear Mountain. And look, a dog. So I headed down the, now I'm going down the south side of Bear Mountain. A lot easier. Still slick though at times, but it's a lot easier going than what I just went up to get to there. But pretty area here. I think it's the last overlook before I head down into more woods and head over to the shelter. So, but back over there is behind me is Mount Fristle. You can make a loop out of that, which I've done before, and stayed at Riga as well that time. But time to get out of the wind and head back down. All right, made it to the Riga junction, which means the trail behind me right there is what we're gonna be taking back tomorrow, back to the truck. I would have arrived here if I did not take the Paradise Trail, lane trail, kept going straight. I would have come up here to this, to the junction. And I just came from that way, that's Bear Mountain. And I am now going to be going that way to the Riga shelter, which says 1.8 miles. So Teddy's already there. He says to look for something on the trail, and he didn't step in it. So I'm thinking there's some bear tracks, is my guess. But we're gonna, well, if I see it, then I'm gonna bring you on and we'll show it to you, because I don't even know. Nobody's been on this trail, at least today, with the new snow. Oh, cool. It's like a kind of like a green tunnel. I think they're rhododendrons, but I'm not a plant person like that, so I don't really know. But I'm pretty sure mountain laurels. Maybe they're mountain laurels. I don't know. Comment if you know what they are. I've been following these tracks. I'm guessing they're coyote. could be a fox, I guess, but too far away from where Teddy was saying to look on the trail for something. And his, there's no footprints here either, other than these tracks. So, cool though. I mean, animals want to use the area of least resistance as well. So, not surprising to see some animal tracks on here. Still following those tracks, but now we got to cross. Oh, the bridge is partially out. I'm not sure how much I actually trust this one. Let's see how this goes. Do not break, because that would suck. And don't creak like that either. This is usually a hopping area for water flows. I mean, it's down there. It's flowing. We are very close to the Brassy Brook shelter, where Teddy stayed last night. It's obvious nobody came through here. Oh, I'm on ice. Oh, I'm on ice, and I just broke it, but I've got waterproof boots on. Right there. Alrighty then. And this, I know it's water also, but here's some rocks. Navigate this. And why don't I bring you up to the trail or up to the shelter where Teddy stayed last night. There's his footprints. Brassy Brook. Let's go check out where Teddy stayed. He actually usually tent camps, but in the winter he's enjoying just sleeping in the shelter. So I anticipate he'll be doing that at the Riga shelter. Brassy Brook. There it is. Got a picnic table. Nice clean shelter. New. I wanted to stay here, so I'm actually gonna look around for some trees for the future. All the camping's in there, and in the summer you could tell a lot of the trees are dead. There's a privy, but yeah, I got to look for a couple trees for another time and maybe stay here. All right, well, I'm guessing Teddy was talking about the same thing I was. They're not bear tracks for sure, but the coyote or fox tracks. That's all I'm seeing. So he doesn't realize I was following that pretty much the whole way since the Riga junction. But cool nonetheless. All right, it's always a good sign when you can see where your camp is gonna be for the night. Oop, oh dang, slipping. I don't know if you can see through the woods right there. Straight ahead, the roof of the shelter. Well, that's the Riga shelter, so we gotta go down a bit, and then hook back up with it. Bear boxes there, you store your food at night. And look who I found. There's Teddy. So we followed either a fox or a coyote all the way in.
Yeah. I thought it was a coyote.
Oh shit. All right, so this is the Riga shelter, and this is the view.
It was almost 1 mile. I tried not to step on it.
Yeah, I saw. I was actually following the tracks ever since the Riga sign. Like, they kept going all the way from there.
It was after
Beautiful.
here. Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the shelter itself, where Teddy's gonna be sleeping. I stopped in at Brassy earlier too. What's this setup? Not too bad. I mean, it looks cozy. The mattress looks thick.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Hanging stuff up.
Look last night.
Nice. Good deal. All right, let's find home. Looking for any limbs that might do me damage in the middle of the night. But I'm pretty sure I'm good. So, I'm gonna drop pack, call this home. Let's see if I can't fix that. All right. Get this thing set up. That tarp. Think, because I'm not moving now, and I'm getting a little chilly. Trying to put some layers back on. Our raincoat again to keep some of the heat retained. Definitely chillier as you're not moving. All right. Why not? I'm even gonna put my pussy on. Why not? And now time for the hammock. Little straps. Try to keep it off the ground. All right. This is a chameleon hammock, and oh, nice log there. What I plan on doing, you know what? I actually might I'm gonna put it on this tree over here. And this has a rope for red for head. So, where do I want my head to be? Which side? And I'm thinking, I'll put my head over this side. These are the cinch buckles from Dutch Wear. And I love me my chameleon hammock. Doing good. Fingers are getting a little cold, not working as well. All right. Oh, that's too high, but I gotta lower it on this side. Want your head end to be lower than your foot end. You don't slide around. All right. Dutch Wear Chameleon with the winter cover on it. So when you're in there, it's got the breathable space for it. Also the bug net. So works really well. I think it's like 10-15 degrees it saves you. This is a Gear Top 40 degree underquilt, which protects against the wind and keeps you warm underneath. The cold butt syndrome is a real thing. CBS. And then when I lay in this, I'll move into it. I want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing there. Yeah, you can. All right. And for the heaviest thing in my pack, this is my winter sleeping bag, Teton Sports. Amazon. I get everything off Amazon for the most part, except for the Dutch Wear hammock, because there's a story behind that, and I'll tell you. But get this lofted up. And this is a 5 degree sleeping bag, but I also got a insulator. It's supposed to add 27 degrees, which I don't believe that, but 15 degrees or so is definitely for sure. So I should have no problem sleeping at night. And then I just have my inflatable pillow here. I don't even know what the brand is. Another Amazon buy. So it probably doesn't even have a name. And I don't like this filled too much. Gets too hard on the head. But I've had this for a while. It's fantastic. So that's my setup, the Dutch Wear Chameleon. And I'm just gonna do a little odds and ends around here now. Pat down the area so I can actually have some space. And I'll bring you back in a bit. All right, this is my tarp. I wish I could come up with a way to better tie these when you're not using strings. Always get them tangled. That one wasn't so bad though, but it's in the snake skins. But it's Dutch Wear Zing It line. And this right here is a Dutch Wear Worm. I'm gonna put that around one tree, just bring it within itself. And then after doing that, I'm gonna go across. If I can find it. And this here, oh, got snow all over it. If you could see that, is a Dutch Wear Wasp. So you kind of just wrap it around the tree. You wrap it around its legs, then you wrap around the antenna, and then you wrap around the wing itself, and it'll lock it in place. So that's what I'm gonna do. There we go. It's got this yellow cordage on here. You can adjust it. I want to get right around this area, the end of it. I'll come over here. This one, just straighten it out. I'm going to do a little bit less actually. Like that. Pull these snake skins back. Pull those back. We got the tarp. This is a one-wind tarp with doors. Doors are key, especially in the winter and windy conditions, because, man, the wind just whips right through there unless you have the doors on, and the doors just stop it all. So I'm gonna find my spikes, try to get it in the ground, otherwise I'll finagle something, and then come back to you. All right, so there's the hammock all set up. Tarp deployed. It's fluorescent now. This side doors are still open for me to get into. I'll close those at night. Nice and low to the ground, wind can't really get through. And the doors back here are already closed. So yeah, it's gonna be should be a good night. Nice and warm in there. Here's a privy. You need to use the bathroom. Toilet. A lot of space. I'll switch it over to that side when that one gets filled, and it is pretty close. A bucket full of leaves to throw into the toilet when you're done doing your duties. And there you have it. All right, so I had to make myself some soup. Found some miso soup at the store. Gonna give that a whirl. It's been on other videos from other people, and specifically Jason Wish. He does this a lot, so it's good stuff. I'm gonna warm the insides. And Teddy's got his, what, your stroganoff going?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
A little peak refuel. Can't beat it.
Peak refuel stroganoff. All right, we're gonna enjoy this for a little bit.
I don't know why I never did. I think that one's flatter.
Yeah.
That'll say.
Teddy with the stroganoff. I'm actually gonna, I had my miso, and now I'm gonna be making some stroganoff myself. Some Prue Pack from Mountain House. Haven't had that before, give it a whirl, but it's stroganoff, can't go wrong with stroganoff. Teddy's favorite.
My go-to.
But not a bad spot to stay the night with the view. Still flurrying out. There's actually another lady that's here too. She's gonna throw her tent up on a platform. All right, we've eaten dinner, and the weather's coming and going. Look at it right now, Teddy. It was just clear, and now it's freaking all snowing through. We're getting all these like bursts of like snow, clouds, and all that. But it is around that time for the well, it's not Boda Box, but you know, the Nighthawk. Because we're just sitting here in the cold area of the shelter, and there's Teddy, and yeah, we're just killing time, hanging out. Not too bad. I did have to get my mittens instead of my gloves. The other lady that was here, she went down to her tent already, so she probably thinks we're just weirdos, which we probably are. So anyway, yeah, Teddy's gonna be freezing his ass off right there.
Not the best wood either.
It's on. So it'll catch the fat wood anyways, which is, that'll last a while. When it starts catching a little bit, we can throw everything else on and just kind of go from there. Little ambiance. Well, we got a fire. The wood's a little wet, so we're hoping it stays and catches. But it's a little ambiance here. Little side note, there are no fires allowed in Connecticut. But we're pretty confident, based off everything you see around you, meaning snow, that it's not going to be an issue. And we have it small and maintained. Plenty of snow. We're going to kick on it before we go to bed, so They always have fires, by the way. You come to this shelter, there literally was firewood stacked underneath the shelter. So everybody has fires here. It's all times of the year. This would be the less. This will be the best time to actually have a fire with all the snow around. So, and then enjoy this for a bit and come back to you in a while.
Man, perfect fire, huh?
It's working for sure. Teddy, you know the temperature?
Yeah.
No.
I could look at it.
Well, I know it was 24 when I left the car hours ago. It's only going to go down, but I know it's going down in the teens. I used to have a thermometer, but I stopped. I just never really used it, so I just took it off my bag.
Oh, I love knowing the weather. The coldest I've been out.
Yeah.
I like that. Right now it's 27, feels like 18.
Feel like 27 feels like 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of how it was all day. You know, it's always quite a bit colder. 1 mile an hour winds, 22 mile an hour gusts.
Nice.
Might not be as cold. Says 24-15. Like in the morning.
Smells like a skunk.
Does it?
That was under the shelter, along with the big pieces that are here. People always have fires. Trying to get out of the wind. It's like rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. I think that's what it is. And it goes away from you.
That's what you figured.
I heard that somewhere. I'm not sure where. Actually, I think it's our friend Steph. We go camping with Rob and Steph. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. God, it's kind of working. There we go. All right.
Feeding ham.
Got the moon out. Snow's still coming down.
When ready, use open outer package. Do not open the inside pouch. Remove warmer pouch.
Fire's still kicking.
Losing it to air. Shake gently to activate.
Teddy's trying to figure out some hot hands.
Place one on the side. Oh man.
Get them hands hot. All right, so that's our beautiful fire we had. Wood's way too wet, obviously, because, well, actually, the wood that's on there was underneath the shelter. So I wouldn't think it'd be too wet, but yeah, it's just too wet. It's not surviving. I'm using the bellows, and I'll show you. if I use the bellows on it. It pops right up, but doesn't last. The wood's just too wet. So it's worth a try. Give us some heat. We're just gonna kind of hang out in there, chat, and probably see you in the morning. But there you have it. And if you can even see the view now, you can kind of see it. Moon shining up there. Some of the street lights and house lights and all that, but we'll check in the morning. Well, look at what we got here. Little natural bellows. I'm trying to not fall off the deck here. But the wind's got it kicking back up. When we thought all was failed, here we go. I think everything's caught now, so bonus. I am a fire fanatic, so all my videos will have fire if I can make it happen. But yeah, sweet. Yeah, the wind just blew through here pretty hardcore and just got it all going. And behind, ooh, good Lord. Behind is the moon and the town below. Pretty cool. I got the red light on so I'm not blinding Teddy as we're talking and hanging out. Yeah, nice. It's blaring, dude. I think it's finally caught. Let's see what Teddy's doing. Teddy's hanging in here, loving the fact that he has a the hot hands in. Hot hands making your day?
For sure.
Teddy's a shy guy. He doesn't talk like I do. We'll get that out of him. All right. I think you can see me pretty well. Oh, that's not gonna help. Back in my hammock area. Water's freezing. It's only 6:45. But if you can see some. This is pretty good. That's my Nalgene bottle. But if you see this, all the ice in there, this is my smart water bottle. When you shake it, it's great. But I ain't doing that in the middle of the night, so it's gonna pretty much freeze. If it hasn't already, quite honestly. I mean, it's pretty bad. So, Nalgene bottle is the way to go in the wintertime. I use iodine and a pH plus to get it going and drinkable. All the pH plus does is make it clear and make it like palatable, I guess. You could drink it with just the iodine. I'm not even sure if you can see how the wind's blowing and pushing this right on me. But it's breezy. Supposed to get down to 15 with the wind chill. I'm hoping, because I'm enclosed fully, that I'm not going to feel the wind chill. I feel like I have enough stuff to be comfortable. But we'll see. I was 15 degrees on my last video, so it was good, but there's no wind chill part of that. It was just 15 degrees, so I'm thinking the wind's just going to go underneath me and around me type of thing. So hopefully this works out. Teddy's in the shelter. Thankfully for him, the wind is going like towards the roof section, so it's not hitting him at all. It's kind of just going out over that cliff. So he should be toasty and warm. Yeah, we'll see how this night goes. Good morning. 7 o'clock. It's chilly. I'm pretty warm inside my sleeping bag and all bundled up, but the wind has been whipping all night long, clanking trees together. Didn't get the best sleep because of that. Some owls kept hooting also, which is cool. But yeah, definitely gonna be a chilly one to get out of here. And I think my hammock is scraping the ground. Let's see if I can show you. I am touching the ground. But I'm gonna try to get up, get packed, and get the heck out of here. Go get some heat out of the truck. I got two, so 1.8 back to the junction, and then another 1.9 back to the truck, so around 4 miles to get out of here. But successful adventure I had, and I'll get back with you when I'm all packed up. What's up, Teddy? Got a nice sunrise.
I'm glad I just missed you.
What happened?
I said I'm glad I just missed you.
Oh, you're just peeing? Look at that.
Man, I forgot freaking sleep. I usually take sleeping pills.
Yeah.
So up from like 12 to 4.
Yeah, I had poor sleep last night. Wind was ripping through.
It was. Get down to 10, dude.
Pretty.
Really freezing. Get up and pee.
All right, all packed up. Didn't leave anything behind. Now it's time to go say goodbye to Teddy, and then head on back to the truck. Once you're up and about, it's not as cold. It's just initial shock. It's definitely in the teens, low teens. Did you roll back to sleep?
What's that?
You roll back to sleep?
No, I'm done sleeping, man.
And your water froze? I got a little bit.
That was yesterday as well. I already dumped my other one out.
Oh, that's right. Gotcha.
I think this one. Maybe not. It's a little frozen. Not too bad.
All right, made it to the junction of the Riga junction. So I just did 1.8, and now I'm gonna head down, and there'll be a straight shot down to the truck, 1.9. I think the first mile or so is, the 0.9 is where I link up yesterday with the Paradise Trail. Just gonna pass that and obviously continue my tracks from yesterday back down to the truck. See you down there. All right, made it back to the parking lot. A successful adventure. Scary as heck in some spots, Bear Mountain. Chilly at night, real windy. But overall, I give that a thumbs up. So take off the pack, get changed, head on back to the house. And if you like the videos, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next adventure.